Alright, so tonight we talking a little bit about the body. Remember, I always say the body knows what it's doing. And the reason why I say that is because the body is nature, right? And when I say the body is nature, I mean, when you look at nature for what it is, the energy that it is the same energy that is the body, right? So if we know the body is always doing the right thing. Now, when it comes to things leaving the body, only waste leaves the body, right? So whether it's through sweat, colon, urine, saliva, all that stuff, right? It's all waste. Once it's leaving the body, it's waste. Now, I say that to say, when you see things start coming out on the face, coming out on the skin, stuff like that, right? Know that the body is trying its best to rid itself of the waste that's in there, right? Whatever waste, whatever toxin, whatever you want to call it, right? So now, as the body is trying to do this, all we do is help the body along. That's it. Say you start drinking a herb as a tea or whatever. You start using a herb basically, and all of a sudden, or after a period of time, it don't matter, you start seeing things coming out on the skin, then one of the main things you have to look at is, the main elimination channels, right? So we look at the colon, we look at the urine, right? Skin is last to be pushing off that type of waste, them type of toxins. The skin should be the last thing to pushing that out. So now that you give the body something that it could use by giving it the herb now, right? The herb is doing its thing and is removing, right? Because the body is pushing it out. This breakouts is one of the best things you could have. The thing is, when you look at, if you tell somebody you have a breakout, they look at you like you're crazy, right? But once you understand that the body's always doing the right thing, a breakout is like the best thing ever, because what is happening? The body is ridding itself of the waste. Now here we come and we just help the body along its path, right? By giving it, what it needs. And as we give it what it needs, I mean, it does whatever it do by itself. You know what I'm saying? It does not need us for anything but to put the right things in. So now, check this out. So if the body knows what to do at any given point in time and is doing the right thing all the time, so we know there's only two things. There's the mind and there's the body. So if the body already knows, then the mind, right? No, that's what you are, right? Right? So you are the mind. And your mind is what put this whole body together. It put everything together. Because without the mind, right, which is, the darkness, this is why they call you black, right? Because anything that, if you go in a black room, it'll be darkness, just pure darkness. It's like somebody sweating excessively, right? Now, when you have a fever, what happens? Your body heats up, right? You break out in a sweat. Do you think your body tell any difference between heating up and sweating? In the sense that it knows when to sweat and knows when to become a fever. Anytime the body's heating up, for you to sweat, you gotta heat up, right? So the more you heat up and you're heating up continuously, what is the body doing? Pay attention to what the body is doing. What the body is doing is stimulating the immune system, activating the white blood cells, to increase, and this is what causes the fever and the sweat, right? So it's the same thing if you're sweating too much. The body is heating up for a reason, and when it pushes off that perspiration, that wet sweat, right, it's pushing off waste. There's only waste leaves the body. So now you have to check the elimination, right? The main elimination is the colon. You have to check that, right? And then from that, since you're dealing with a lot of sweat, then you definitely have to look at the, what do you call it, boy, the lymphatics, right? Yeah, the lymph. You have to look at the lymph too, because there's something in the body that's giving the body thunder, right? Gaining pressure. Like, yo, we ain't moving out of here. We fighting to the end. And when you see that type of behavior, that type of language, then we come in with some herbs that will stimulate the immune system, right? And when I say stimulate, you give the body what it needs and it will do the rest. Stimulate the immune system so it could basically reinforcing your soldiers, right? You're doubling up on your troops to just overrun them, overtake them, and get it out of the body, right? And as it does that now and it's out the body, there's no reason for you to be sweating all the time because of your immune system only kicking in all the time, trying to get rid of whatever the body is trying to push off, right? So as I say, just pay attention. Observation is key. The body's always doing the right thing, and you could teach you a lot about what you are, so just pay attention and we'll talk more.